I've been showing my subscribers how to enhance their halfback screens and wide receiver screens since 2010. And today I'm going to show you my favorite wide receiver screen from last year. To set it up, we take the wide receiver that's on the screen pass and put him on a slant or a streak. Then the running back that's on the opposite side of the blocking for the screen pass we want to put on a drag. But this year they replaced the drag route with a delayed blue route. So we're going to need to put the running back in the backfield on a slant to the right. Then we hike the ball. Once our running back gets in behind the blocking, we throw the ball. Let's take a look at the replay. So we've got all the blocking on the right side of the field, and because we've put our running back on a slant to that side of the field, instead of throwing a weak wide receiver screen pass, we're now able to get in behind all the blocking with our running back. And this is something that I used last year, was able to pick up a ton of yards and score many touchdowns. So I'm just going to show a couple more examples of the way that I used to run it last year. And then I'm going to show you a way that we can run it this year that we were never able to run in the past. Now, as I said, just follow your blockers and pick up as many yards as you can. Also, running this screen is going to make it extremely hard for your opponents that have good stick to be able to tackle you, considering all the blocks they're going to have to go around. But actually, before we get into that, I just want to remind you that running the enhanced version of the wide receiver screen is a good option against zone defense. Doing it against man defense is not ideal. The other thing I'm going to show you is, depending on how confident you are that your opponent is running zone defense, can determine how quickly you're going to pitch the ball. This year in NCAA 13, they've added a new pitch animation. As you can see, Denard Robinson pitches the ball to his running back rather than throw it. So if you're positive that your opponent has been running zone all game and you think you can get away with running this against zone, the quicker you pitch, the better the blocking. So now I'm going to show you the enhanced wide receiver screen in NCAA 13 in a way that we've never been able to run it before. The whole concept of an enhanced wide receiver screen is getting our running back out of the backfield in behind the blocking that was meant for the wide receiver. The only way that we could do that in the past is have the receiver on the screen on one side and our running back on the other. Put him on a drag route and he gets in behind the blocking that was meant for the wide receiver. Now this year they've removed the drag route. So all we need to do is put our running back on a slant, which is now a flat route, to whichever side the wide receiver screen is. So if our wide receiver and running back are on the same side of the field, all we need to do is put them on a flat route to the right, like we're showing here, get in behind the blocking, throw a quick little pitch, and pick up big yards.